Hi, welcome to our next video. Today we are going to do some arithmetics in MATLAB Mobile. So all the arithmetic operations like multiplication, division, addition or subtraction can also be performed in the MATLAB Mobile. So I am going to elaborate how you can perform these operations in MATLAB Mobile. So today's topics are going to vary about arithmetics, and furthermore we will also uh, discuss some common errors that can occur while you are working in the MATLAB window. So basically in the previous lecture you have seen that MATLAB can do the arithmetics just like a calculator, but you can perform all the operations and there can be some errors occur in your script, in your code or in your writing, and this will be known as a common human error. While using the MATLAB Mobile, you have to keep in mind that it is just like an AI. You have to give them every command, you have to give all the details as much as you can, otherwise it will not understand what you are trying to say. For example, if you write as we do 2.3, you can see that it doesn't make sense for MATLAB to multiply those numbers. So it means there are particular commands that would be used in MATLAB to perform the arithmetics. For addition you will use this symbol. Similarly, for multiplication you will use the static symbol like this. You cannot use dot as a multiplicating operator here. And for the division you will be using this slash, and similarly for subtraction you can use the negative sign. Moreover, you can use the powers, like if you want to write 2 power 2 or 3 power 2, you have to use this cap. Okay, this will do the power of some variables or any constant that you are doing here. Okay, let's do a problem here. I am going to write up a mixture of above all operations in one problem. Let us assume I write 3 power 2, okay, and then minus 5 plus 4 divided by 2 plus 6 multiplied by 3. Now remember that when you write some sort of equation or arithmetic problem or an expression in this form where you are not using any parentheses, or you are not letting the MATLAB know that what you are actually trying to aim, the answer will never be correct answer. Okay, so write down a problem, you have to write this problem in the exact form and make it as simplified for the MATLAB as you can, so that it can give you a correct answer. For example, if I run this problem, it is giving you the answer 24. Now let us assume that we have the problem that you need to calculate 3 power 2 minus. Now I am simplifying the above expression and I am using the parenthesis. Now you can see what I am writing here. It will understand it differently and it will give us the answer in some different sense. Here we go. For example, I have written this form here, so you can use this parenthesis and these small mistakes can occur. Look at this. Now the answer is 22.500. Okay, so you can see the difference between the two answers. So it is the main difference that you have to note down and keep in mind, that while writing in the MATLAB window you have to write it very precisely and error free. So MATLAB prints the answer and assigns the values to a variable. Now for example, these values 24, 22.500, you can see that these are assigned as a number. like a variable is assigned to them. It is A and S. It is a short form of answer, but it is stored in the MATLAB workspace, and whenever you call this answer again back, the MATLAB can use it simultaneously in the further problems. But remember, whenever you calculate the answers over and over again, this ans command will be updated. Okay, it will be updated. So you have to keep in the mind. Now, for example, as I told you that we have got this answer. Now I can use this answer again and perform the further simplification. For example, if I want to write answer square, okay, so it will do the double square of 22.500. Okay, it didn't use 24, it used 22.500. As I have written above that, the answer command updated in every next step. The answer will be updated and MATLAB will use the most recent answer that it gets. Now there is one more operation, arithmetic operation, or instead of operation we can call it like a function, and that is square root. You can use the square root in MATLAB as well, and to find the square root of anything you have to write the following command. You will use the short form sqrt, then you need to use the parenthesis, and you will use parenthesis and you will write anything whatever you want. For example, if I write 16 here, it will find the square root of 16, right? This is basically the answer. Now again, you have to keep in mind the MATLAB workspace has saved the answer, which is 4. Okay, so in any further calculation it will use 4 as its answer. Okay, now you can do the more complex calculations in it as well, and you can assign the variables of your choice as well. For example, instead of assigning the variable answer, you can choose any variable by yourself. For example, I am choosing u and I am assigning it a trigonometric function that is cos 10. All right, now if I run it, it will be stored. U is stored in the workspace. And similarly, I am assigning v as sine of 10, sine of 10. And now you have two answers. As you applied the operations on answer, you can apply the trigonometric on arithmetic operations on these variables as well. For example, if you do u, let me do u power 2 plus v power 2, and let me run it. You can see this is answer 1. This is basically the concept of trigonometric function. And you have to remember one more thing while working in these environments, that MATLAB uses radians. Okay, it doesn't use degree. The answer of trigonometric functions in MATLAB will always be in the form of radian. Okay, now one more thing is that by default the MATLAB Mobile will print the answers up to the 15 decimal positions. Answer up to 15 decimal positions. Okay, decimal positions. But in this whole video you have so far seen that it is giving us the answer up to 4 decimal or 5 decimal. So you can increase the number of decimals you want after the points, and it can be done by using the commands. One of the command is format long. If you use the command format long, it will be saved in the MATLAB window, and any question solved by this problem will give you the answer up to the 15 digits. For example, if I solve 1 by 3, so it will be giving you the answer up to 15 digits. Now you can reduce it as well. If you use the format short command here, now it will do a little bit different. Now for example, 1 by 3, you can see its answer is up to the 4 digits. So this is the difference, and you can also see many things there that MATLAB is working a little bit different from the calculator. Like in calculator, you can randomly assign the numbers and you can put the values and you can get the answer. But in MATLAB, you have to be very precise. Now, the next topic that we need to discuss here is very short topic, but you have to keep in mind as a beginner. So errors in input. What could be the common errors in input? There may be very common errors. For example, when you are doing the mathematics roughly, or if you are doing on calculator, for example, you want to multiply 3 with u square. Yes, you can write this on your page in the calculator, but you cannot write this like here in the MATLAB window. If I press the enter, you can see this is an invalid expression. It means that you didn't assign the static symbol, which is the multiplication. That will tell the MATLAB that you have to multiply 3 with u. So it has also given you the suggestions that 3 multiplied by u square, what do you need? So if I run this, now it can give you the answer, and it took the u value which is previously given in this video. So these error messages and these problems can be sorted out by just focusing. You have to focus what you are doing, you have to remember what you are writing, and if you will continue to do so, you will be understanding MATLAB more precisely. We will complete the lectures here now, and in the next lecture we are going to study the algebraic or symbolic computations, and moving further we will be doing more complex problems in the MATLAB Mobile. If you didn't subscribe my channel until now, please subscribe it and press the icon button so that you can receive the new notification for our new videos. Until then, bye bye.